Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be doing this look right here that I posted on Instagram, I think a day or two ago. I'm not even sure, but it looks fire. I went to Patrick's birthday party. Happy birthday, Patrick. And I did this look and it was like pretty much the soft glam look. I think I went into it thinking about soft glam because I kept seeing it all over my Twitter feed, not really knowing why. But I saw it all over my Twitter feed. I still need to figure out why it was really trending as much as it was, but yeah. I'm gonna be doing that look today, and I'm also gonna be doing a few different things as far as like techniques that I've changed up to fit my face. I've just kind of just like accepted and melted into the face that I have now. I have gained quite a bit of weight and my face is a little bit puffier and then certain things that I've always hated, like I hate how prominent my brow bone is, but I've kind of accepted it, and the last time I did my makeup, it actually looked really good, and that was with me like almost emphasizing my brow bone and everything. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing today. So if you guys want to see how I did this soft glam look and also some new techniques that I've been using along the way, make sure you guys keep on watching. So we're gonna start off by priming. I don't even remember what primer I used last time. I think I used the Milk. Yeah, I did. I used the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I'm gonna go ahead and prime my face with that. It's 4. How? Oh my god, this day just ran away from me, seriously. I've been doing things all day and now it's 4 p.m. How did that happen? Kind of annoyed because I can't find my Pat McGrath primer. I love that primer, I love it so much. And then I'm gonna use the YSL Blur Primer. I'm trying to do it exactly as I did it last time. I'm just putting that in the T-zone. Oh yeah, I forgot how much I love these two together. I feel like they just work so well together. Foundation, I used the Dior Backstage foundation. You don't have to use this foundation. I don't think it makes a difference, but I just used this because I hadn't used it in a long time. Blend that out. I really like this foundation because it's super lightweight, and also when it blends out perfectly for my undertone. And I am gonna add another layer of this foundation. All right, then we're gonna go in with one more layer, specifically around the mouth area. Plus any higher, like right here, I'm gonna put concealer anyway, so I don't really need to worry about covering too much right there. Nice and smooth. A little bit onto my neck. Don't do too much. So then I'm gonna go in with concealer. I'm using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer in the shade 498 first. Blend that out. This is a really good color correcting concealer, and it gives me some coverage, so I like it. So I'm gonna use the Cover FX Power Play Concealer in the shade PD5. Ooh, I wonder if my package has been delivered. My package is yet. Hold on. Finally ordered one of these fans. I shouldn't have gotten as excited as I did, but oh well. Damn, this side really already dried down, and it literally, I just went downstairs. Darn. So with my forehead, how I highlight it now is I keep it very small. Usually like I would do the whole like full on full moon thing. It's not where it's at. My forehead is too big for all that. He's already had more than enough. And then with my nose highlight too, I keep it in the center like that, because I usually would like take it all the way out here and it just made my face look wider. So everything is very like shrunken in, which is fine because I feel like that helps slim my face a little bit. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just blend. I'm gonna start off with this side since it started drying down for no reason. Did nobody ask for all that? Hopefully there's no difference. We ain't got time for all that. And if you find that like your concealer, because like the key that I've been using is keeping it really, really tight up here and not taking it too far down here. I found that like if I turn my spun to the side like that, it keeps it up where I need it to be and not low, like going like this. I mean, it helps a little bit. This side I didn't do it as bad, but this side I definitely went too far out. So I'm just gonna take my foundation brush, just bring everything right back to where I want it to be. Trying not to go too far out. So if I keep it all right here, then I just go in, around my nose especially, and then just take the rest around my mouth. And it won't be as bad as it used to look when I used to put all the product all over. And then on the forehead, I'm gonna do the exact same thing with the foundation brush. Just make sure the edges are nice and buffed out. So one thing I have noticed is that when I use the Fenty Beauty concealer and it goes in with that really red shade underneath, I like the way that it looks, but I also don't want it to look too red. So I've actually been using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter setting powder in the shade Coffee, and it's very, 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 very neutral. I do notice that I can't do this whenever I'm just using a neutral concealer. I have to have that red underneath it to kind of balance it out, and then I go in with this Coffee shade. It's a really neutral shade for me. That's what I use for underneath my eyes when I have that red down first. I have to use the slightest bit because my dry skin can't handle all that. But you see how that kind of neutralizes some of that redness and also brightened a little bit? I like that. I feel like when I use it on its own without that red concealer though, it does make me look a little ashy, just a little bit. But besides that, I've been using it in this way and I've actually been really liking it. And then I just take the rest of the powder again all around my mouth. For my forehead, I find that using the butt actually distributes the powder a lot evenly and doesn't give me that harsh like line that the tip would give me. And then again, I still don't go up too high. I do like blend out the edges as I move my way up. I never go anywhere up here. Find what shades work for you, find what works for your undertone, and then tweak. So now I'm gonna take the Dior Forever and Ever Shine Control Powder. I don't really have to set this foundation, but I like to just in case. Kind of like sets itself, but I like to set it just in case. And I'm just taking that over everywhere I didn't set with. Now we're gonna go into bronzer and contour. This is actually the palette that I'm gonna be using on my eyes today as well, but I'm gonna use this shade right here. I'm gonna use that shade right there as my contour shade, just to kind of help me out a little bit in the cheek area. And I don't take it too far down. I used to take it all the way down. This is not a good look. It's not a good look for me. So I just keep it like right here, and then I lift up with my brush. Do the same thing to the forehead. I hate it so much sometimes, honestly, and I wish I could change the shape of it. But my forehead is shaped so funny. It's like flat right here in this general area. It is flat, and then it like dips back and then comes back out up at the top. So it's like so annoying, and it's like really finicky. So I think I figured out the best way. I just kind of like try and fake it and try and round out that area so it doesn't look as like boxy. I'm gonna take the Prime Beauty bronzer. It makes the transition a lot smoother for me, especially since I'm working with a lot of powder products. I'm gonna go in with the small, what am I doing? I'm going in with the small brush. This is from Morphe. Taking some of that Fenty Beauty powder, and I'm gonna take that right here. I don't really like to use a sponge anymore because it just makes it look really, really harsh, and then it's hard to dust away. Ain't nobody got time for all that. It's just a lot, so I use this. Going now with the same bronzer, blend that together so it doesn't look as harsh. Nice and natural, like I like it. This really is like my worst fear, is like having it look too harsh. So I'll like sit there all day and like try and like dust out or bust down, try and buff out that line that I just put down. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set this. I'm gonna use the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. This brow is always so much higher than the other brow. Like I don't see it until I get on camera too. If you guys want to know how I've been doing my brows, let me know down below in the comments, and I'll do like an Insta stories, not an Insta stories, IGTV video or something on that, on the brows. I'm gonna take the ABH eye primer, and I'm gonna use that mixed with a little bit, like not even a lot, of my concealer. All right, good. So now I'm gonna go into the Prime Beauty bronzer again and just take a little bit of bronzer right around my brow bone area. So I'm just gonna take that right in here. I really like this shade because like it doesn't show up as well as I need it to, but it shows up enough to create like a slight dimension. Now we're going into the Pat McGrath palette. It says use without question. This palette right here, this is the newest one, I'm pretty sure. I'm going into the red shade right there, and I'm gonna go ahead and just buff that into right underneath where I put that bronzer shade. Going into this ABH palette, I'm just using this shade. You don't really have to use this one, but I kind of like it because it's just an added like step in the gradient. And it blends out pretty red as well, just like a slightly deeper red. Can you guys tell with my hooded eye? So like I said, you don't really need to use this shade to achieve this look. I just like to use it. When I do the more softer, where it has to look like everything has to look really smooth and blended and not super chiseled, it does just require a little bit more attention to detail, just making sure everything's nice and buffed out and like smooth and very soft. that's how I like to wear my makeup, nice and like smooth. So, but I can see why if you haven't really done it that much, it would seem a little harder. So now I'm taking, with a very tiny brush, precise brush, I mean, taking that brown shade right here. That's the shade that I used as my contour earlier. In here, I'm kind of like making it like a circle, making it less pigmented at the beginning of my brow. Most of the pigmentation is at the back end. Taking that red again. Just make sure everything's nice and buffed out. I don't want it to be like too dark. Like this is a little bit too smoky. I like how like soft this side is. So just keep blending out. A flat brush, and I'm gonna cut the crease, but I'm really not gonna keep it as a cut crease because when do I ever wear a cut crease? Start like there. No, I think it went too high, but it's okay. I'm gonna buff it out. I'm being more precise today because you guys are watching. But normally I'd be like reckless with this. I would be like, nah, I ain't got time for all this. All right, that's as good as it's gonna get because I'm tired and my neck hurts. My neck hurts. I'm not about this cut crease life. So now I'm just going back in just a little bit of that darker brown shade that I used earlier. Just taking that right here on the back end. So I'm taking this brown shade right here onto my lid, and I like this shade because I do feel like it fits my tones really well. Even as like far as undertones, I do feel like it fits my skin tone pretty well. So now we're just gonna go ahead and blend, and I'm blending out that crease because I don't want it to look too harsh. There we go, eyes. Now I'm just gonna go back in with my bronzer. Just make sure everything is cute up in the brow bone. Then I'm gonna line. And I am going in with the black. You can go brown. I just go black because I haven't found a brown that would do what I needed to do on my skin tone. So I'm going in with this black liner from Pat McGrath. Last time I think I did do like a mini wing. So for my bottom lash line, I am taking that same red shade again from the prime, and then we're gonna just run that right down there. Now we go into mascara, using the Pat McGrath mascara as well. I like this mascara because it does some things, some special things. I love this mascara. And then just to open my eyes up just a little bit more, I'm going into this peach colored pencil in the shade Infinite Sands from Makeup Forever. Okay, so I've got lashes on now. I'm gonna go into blush. I'm gonna use this shade right here in the Estee Lauder Violetta palette. And I like to use this really soft blush because, you know, soft glam. I don't know, for some reason too, I feel like this blush helps fill in my pores, which is weird. But like around my cheeks, I have a little bit of like weird pore situation. So it helps to fill that in. And then we're gonna do highlight. I'm gonna use the Lancome, this highlight right here. It's the La Monochromatique in the shade Eclat. This brush for all over my face. Usually I would go in with a smaller brush on my brow bone, but recently I've just been going in with this brush, and it's kind of made my brow bone highlight just a little bit more like, not subtle, but like soft. I start out right here is where I have most of my highlight pigment, and then I blend down, and then whatever's left I put around the apples of my cheeks. I don't highlight my apples as much as I used to. My brow bone. And then I know people like to highlight right here. That does not look good on me at all. Like, I mean, at all. So recently I've been highlighting right here. Last time I highlighted right here where my brow bone kind of like protrudes the most, which is funny because you would think like not to highlight that because I don't like how my brow bone protrudes, but it honestly really added just like a nice little healthy glow to my face right there, and I really like the way that it looked. So I don't highlight right here anymore. It's just not for me. I actually used this shade last time as my inner corner highlight, and I think it turned out beautiful. And then last but not least, we're gonna go ahead and spray down with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. There's a difference between shine and glow, and I feel like when I set with setting spray, I get shine versus glow. So I'm gonna go ahead and just set all over my entire face with my Dior Forever and Ever Shine Control Powder. Still glowing, but not shiny. I'm just using this Lancome lip pencil. It's almost like my skin color. And then I'm gonna put this L'Oreal Infallible Less Chocolate lip color in the shade Bittersweet, just in the center. Now this is where I struggle because I always want to gloss a nude lip, but last time I didn't gloss it, so I won't. So that is my soft glam look. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I can get this done pretty quickly when I'm not explaining it because this is how I normally like to wear my makeup all the time. So I've kind of gotten used to the routine, the steps, where I need to be more precise, where I can be a little bit more lenient, like in the cut crease. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this random impromptu video. Everyone was like, give us a tutorial now. So I was like, okay, cool. Because I can do this look all day. This is me to the T. This is Nyma. Soft glam is my thing. I love it. And I'm really feeling the hair with it. Last time I did like a jet black hair. This one is like nice and brown. If you have not done so already, make sure you are subscribed, join the family, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. You get notified for next week's video. It will be on Wednesday. That is what I'm doing from now on. Every Wednesday, I will have a video for you guys. I really like that. I feel like Wednesday is a good day. It kind of breaks up the week. It's a nice little surprise. So yes, see you guys here again next Wednesday. Thank you guys so much for watching. Lots of love, and I will see you guys next time.